It's Gurley power. It's the coach. You're locked into Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
This one taken from the 7. Take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now? Let's go to that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
No, check, Patriot! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A gain of 32 that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up one. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And he'll bang that one through. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he shoots past him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl. And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that. And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, gone. And his pass incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
3rd and long. It's gone. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little. They bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
3-19! 3-19! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Green 39!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, here's Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Throwing on third, Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A shotgun snap for Goff. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. Dancing to his left. And this one's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to... And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Knight. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker with the extra point. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Goff now on second down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And still fighting. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Who the hell is this? I'm proud of my Ravens, boy. We looking real good against the Chargers.
What's up, boy? Once more leading his offense back onto the field. They've got a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
Watch it now, Marty.
Rivers gets it off in time underneath Justin Jackson. Not going to get it all. Down to the 20.
Here we go. 3-19.
Defense in the lead.
3-19.
Being heard from in the third quarter of the big game tonight in Los Angeles.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Watch it now, Marty.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep.
Yes, sir. There you go, Wilson.
36 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Lamar Jackson after his first down. Peter into talk a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Down the flag, here's the play.
They'll drop the throw. Going deep downfield for Lopez is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And that That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff.
You better toss that.
Right before the half ends.
Oh!
Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. It's now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's capped off with the Ravens touchdown.
The offense flows succinctly. Those guys look like they got a play. Those guys look like they got a really good receiver.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Where do you think this could go?
You want to say Falcon has a better arm? I'll give you that. I'm not going to sit here and act like Black is chopped liver, because he's not. I'm not going to sit here and act like
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
I'm not going to sit here and act like Black is chopped liver, because he's not.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando's. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, now look at 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. That'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Knight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll set up a throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, They'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits the ground, instead going to an opposite-colored jersey.
Now, Curry points 5 times faster than before, and the team rewards towards anything on a Papa John's menu. Sign up today. For a limited time, Papa Rewards members get free cheese sticks with any purchase of $12 or more.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, they rushed one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And that's incomplete.
Get something you love during Happy Honda Days with great deals on the Honda Accord. Right now, it's your Honda dealer.
Here we are.
Sometimes you have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark. And he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And Rivers throws to Gates for the 3rd straight time. Jefferson got in the way. Tony Jefferson part of this Baltimore defense coordinated by Don Wink Martindale, who replaced Dean Pease. He's been around this Ravens defense for a while as the linebacker coach.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
What they do in terms of their pressure packages, and they're playing at an elite level. And the idea is to let young guys come in and play early.
Free kick out of bounds. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage. First down.
Graf will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Over the top, but that angle by Jefferson, the ball gets over the top of him. Just a little too far wide, and he can't go and make the catch. That's interesting.
Now gone. He'll give this one the cut complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, but that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Catch by Cyrus Jones at the 29. 23 seconds into the quarter. Ravens ball +6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third and 2, gone. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Inspire her to lead and give her the strength she needs to change
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Introducing the Genesis G70 Motor Trend car of the year.
Now through December 24th, shop hundreds of gifts under $2.99, like diamond studs, diamond hoops, and more. Plus, save up to 30% store-wide. Only at Kay.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play.
Limited time, $50 for them, $10 for you.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
On this Saturday night, Boston, California, aerial coverage presented by State Farm. A lot about Lamar Jackson.
They're going to look to throw.
In addition to the change,
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
$100 million contract guy Joe Flacco.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
First class. Been a big part of what this team is doing. Lamar Jackson said even the villain, he himself at the right pitch with some things he sees. Did you buy that? I mean, not for a second. Kenneth Dixon, a running back. Pulled down. Good play by Julian Bosa in the backfield. Loss of a couple feet.
The Ravens send their punt around now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
For an hour they sat, and Joe Flacco told John Harbaugh, look, I understand what's going on, but I will never do anything get in the way of what's best for this team.
He's only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Jackson, 4th down. Double blitz coming over here. Coming off the edge, Lamar's looking the other direction.
Out of the gun. Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And here the pressure from the outside line spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. And they occupy people to allow to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
He's trying to build some momentum.
3rd and long. It's gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Got priorities in life.
Now look at 56. Look at 56.
First down, trying to add to his passing yards.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Wilkins. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, Helmer's going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Look for the Raven defense. Benjamin on the end, a really nice job. Terrell Suggs helping to put him down along with Kenny Yu.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
To the 43-yard line. Detroit! The Chargers love to run the shallow route, especially on third down. Here they get back in the zone coverage.
For the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And trouble and he'll go down back at the 12. Ryan Kerrigan not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Coming here because that was a big man. You're going up to him.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
Threw it to you twice and he dropped it. That's one up. Well, who did second?
How about being able to hit a moving target against his zone before the next guy can get there and make a play?
Not easy for any quarterback to battle the situation there. The defense won the battle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. These guys had a punt their last possession, and that's become 2 for 4. Too many of these drives just end up going nowhere.
You know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming to that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
You're in front of that throwing motion quite often, right? Kids don't try that at home, but great touch to be able to set that in there.
There's Goff.
From when he was a kid, his dad Steve was a coach.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's working. Gordon tripped up. Melvin Gordon sets it outside, but Jimmy Smith just got a hand on him, pulled him down. Gain of 4. You know, think of the last week against Tampa and that sloppy day in Baltimore. The Ravens kept the ball for the last 7 minutes.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Keep you on the sideline in the 4th quarter. That's why I'm just sensing more urgency with this Chargers drive, even though we still got half the quarter ball to go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Inside complete. That's Williams. And they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line. Reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is gone. It's Williams. And he's second down, but able to slip across the 35. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there.
Yo, who this watching? Tell me who this is that's watching. Leave a comment.
Securing the football, turning the legs a little bit, and getting what he needed for a first down.
Well, that's the deal on third down. These guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable third down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
His former head coaches as his coordinators. Ned Williams very confident when he does.
Again, looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing again is gone. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
A great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Tony Jefferson, who is having a star Saturday night. Veteran guy, he can blitz, he can cover, can make tackles in space, and just there, just enough, hanging on, just enough to get Jefferson away.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage, they've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Dima Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Donnie Jones can pin him inside the 10.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Oh my, and he fumbles.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
False start, offense.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. False start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down. It looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a good point there is they were able to connect. That is incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding.
Capital One.
The Rams on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Health insurance to my employees. What's in your wallet?
From the gun, here's Gone. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
That's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
And the Ravens leading by 6.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of it, protect it, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
He's got the full voted timeouts, under 4.5 to go. Chargers are struggle outside.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Which is how the Ravens are built. So they can hold them here without getting the first down. One back.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
And now he's sitting time. You put it in your own quarterback's hands again. We saw it earlier. Great confidence in him when they fell behind.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Do you run it? Kick it back and allow
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Timeout, Chargers, 3:10 left against Brandon Mebane. We mentioned earlier, he's missed the last 4 games. His infant daughter had a medical issue at birth.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he'd stand in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open.
Not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
It's great to hear the Chargers players talk about what it was like having him back.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he comes back with one complete. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Plus, the playoff picture is coming into focus. Our guys break down all of Sunday's biggest matchups. NFL Game Day morning, tomorrow at 9, live on NFL Network.
Last year, Kathy bought her husband a Wi-Fi meat thermometer.
Now Goff on touchdown. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be
6 points in 2 games. I
Time
know I got the number.
West, we've got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off. Or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
All right, 2 timeouts left for the Chargers. 3:12 to go. Sam Cook with no room behind him. But you weren't thrilled, by the way, about the 3rd down call.
I was not, because it just limits your options. Really, when you roll out, you really have one chance, one receiver that you can throw to if you're Lamar Jackson. You can't hold it and try to throw it back across the field. So really limited their opportunities to pick up that first down.
Desmond King has a punt return for touchdown earlier this year against Pittsburgh. Sam Cook drills it. Terrific kick. With space for the 37. Here is King. Setting up blocks. Up the middle of the field. King inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Best special teams moment for the Chargers. Gives them